Hello, everyone. Thanks for joining this session today. I'm going to talk about artificial intelligence, machine learning, deep learning in the context of digital transformation. But we are all talking about now fifth industrial revolution is not something new I'm talking, but to have a common understanding. So let us probably discuss what is the fifth industrial revolution. The most important aspect of the fifth industrial revolution is all the solutions must be humanity centered. Why the humanity aspect is going up in the last first, second, third, and fourth industrial revolutions, whatever the reason it is, whether it is, you call it as a capitalism or more customer focused and profits and shareholder value, the humanity aspect got declined. So, most importantly, in the fifth industrial revolution, when you are leveraging technologies, you have to ensure that the humanity aspects are considered in all the solutions what you design. So that's where the second point is very important. It is not just capitalism. You must ensure it is compassionate capitalism. It is beyond profits and shareholder value and customer. It is also the planet, the society, environment, and so on and so forth. So the innovations will have a purpose. It's not just having something for the sake we're doing and all. Fifth industrial revolution, most important aspect, of course, in all industrial revolutions, everybody says that innovation will have a purpose, but here the more emphasis is given because what purpose you are basically having, the digital innovations play a very vital role because the technology is becoming so powerful. If the purpose is not for good, then we will be in dangerous zone. Bio-inspired designs becoming pretty popular in the fifth industrial revolution. Probably you can look at a bird and you can design some probably a manufacturing component. We don't know, right? Already happening. So sustainability, of course, it has been there for many years and now it become more prominent in the last four industrial revolutions. What we contributed to the world is fantastic, and also the most worst thing is the environmental pollution, which really destroyed the peaceful nature and planet. So in the fifth industrial revolution, it is a very important element. So, augmented human intelligence, yes, with that intelligence, we are able to take the decisions and we are able to use our knowledge, experience, wisdom, and able to do so many wonders. But how you can augment that intelligence with artificial intelligence? That will become very, very prominent in the fifth industrial revolution. Teamwork by humans and machines in the fourth industrial revolution it started, but now it will become a norm. Robots, chatbots, and smart things and human beings work together. That means the digital workers and human workers work together, collaborate, compete, so on and so forth. Other important thing in the fifth industrial revolution is Internet of Bodies and Internet of Behavior. The Internet of Bodies means you have so many wearable devices or sensors which you can put it on the body, and the data coming from these sensors and wearable devices really give you what is the health of your body or the condition of your body. And Internet of Behavior means how, with the information and content, you are able to change the human's behavior, emotions, and ability to take even wrong decisions. I think that's very dangerous going forward. So the Internet of Behavior, like deep fake videos and false news factories in the social media, they're all causing a new Internet of Behavior. Now, most important thing in the fifth industrial revolution is physical and digital worlds become one. You call it as a physical world. For example, you are living in this world and you're also getting into an immersive world, probably using a metaverse or augmented reality, virtual reality type of devices. So that the people move from physical world to digital world to physical world, sometimes physical and digital world together. So you are going to live in two different worlds or a physical world which is entirely different. So in the fifth industrial revolution, we will see so many different opportunities and challenges. Finally, then, the most important thing in the fifth industrial revolution is you will see more and more nearly autonomous operations. You already saw the self driven cars. Now, it's not only just self driven cars, you can have the self driven organizations. They are called decentralized autonomous organizations. Once the blockchain and smart contracts become pretty popular, most of the processes can be executed, policies can be implemented automatically. It's not only that, the robots are playing a very vital role in the manufacturing industry. So most of the human workers are replaced with the robo workers or digital workers. So more and more, nearly autonomous execution is going to have the presence. So this is called the fifth industrial revolution. It is very different from fourth industrial revolution, and many new opportunities and challenges will be there in the fifth industrial revolution. Now let us get into the topic today. We are talking about is the artificial intelligence. So what is this artificial intelligence? Let us look at that. Just give me a minute. I think there is some problem with the screen sharing. Sorry for that. Yeah, I hope you are able to see this now. So, artificial intelligence means, I think, as I mentioned earlier, it is the simulation of human intelligence. I'm sure everybody knows what is human intelligence, but let us, I think, again refresh our memory. So, when you are able to do planning, learning, problem solving, manipulation, creativity, and perception, reasoning, speech recognition, decision making, all these things reflect the human intelligence, right? So if you are able to do these things with artificial intelligence, that means the artificial intelligence is the combination of mathematics, sociology, philosophy, computer science, psychology, neuroscience, biology, whatnot. All these domains have to come together if you want to replicate the human intelligence, right? So it is not that easy to replicate the with the artificial intelligence, because you look at the left side: planning, learning, problem solving, manipulation, creativity, perception, reasoning, speech recognition, decision making. So if all these things can be done by the artificial intelligence, then I think it will reach near human intelligence. So, with that note, let me give you an idea of what is the role of this artificial intelligence, why we are talking about this. In the past, especially when we started the career, probably in 1995, around that, we used to talk about only two things, right? What happened? Why did it happen? That is called the era of business intelligence. We used to call data warehouse and all. So we have a lot, so many. We used to have so many tools, whether it is Oracle and other tools were there. So those two, I call it as a descriptive analytics and diagnostic analytics. You have a lot of data coming prominently from the systems like transactional systems like ERP or legacy IBM or Tandem mainframe systems and all. The data is coming, which is structured, and using this business intelligence and data warehouse solutions, you are able to get answers like what happened, that is descriptive analytics, and to some extent why it happened, so that is a diagnostic analytics. But that's not artificial intelligence. But in the last, I think, 15, 20 years, slowly, when we are moving, and especially in the last 5, 6 years, when the artificial intelligence is becoming more and more popular because of the too much of this cloud computing power and data storage power and all, now we got three new important capabilities. What are they? One is the predictive analytics. Okay. So the second one is the prescriptive analytics, and third is autonomous. So what is predictive analytics? Till I think till 2000, probably let us say we were able to answer with the data that is prominently structured, that too coming from the ERP systems or legacy mainframe systems and all, with the business intelligence and data warehouse. What happened? Why it happened? For example, sales. So what happened? Okay, our sales revenue is going up or going down in a particular region. That means what happened? Why it happened? So what are the reasons? Probably this X segment of customers, there is a dip. So that's where I think the revenue is going down. That is a diagnostic, right? But that's not enough. So with this now, what is going to happen? If you are not able to predict the future, then you're gone. Today, the power of artificial intelligence is to predict the future. That's where now, with the data and so many algorithms available, whether machine learning or deep learning, you're also able to get answers like what will happen for the sales in this particular region, considering so many parameters. I'm not getting into so many details there. It's not only what will happen, which is called predictive analytics. If that happens, that means if you say during because of your prediction, the sales will further go down another 20% in these two, three, or four regions, then the system also should give recommendations. I don't want to depend on human beings with their experience. The system must give, hey, here in this region, this particular segment of the customers are leaving too much. So what you have to do? This one, two, three, four, five. So it is prescriptive analytics. It's not only giving the prediction, it is also prescribing recommendations what needs to be done if something is going to happen. That is prescriptive analytics. Now, the nirvana stage. Prescriptive analytics only tells you, hey, these are all the recommendations. Imagine if the system automatically implements. This is already happening, for example, in autonomous cars. If you say that in the predictive analytics, exit 18 probably might be congested. That is, you are predicting the traffic will be very high. Then what is the prescriptive analytics will say, hey, you take probably exit 15. Okay. And not only that, it takes existing 15, the automatically the car will take that particular direction, right? So this is called the autonomous analytics. So imagine now if you got the power within our organization with our data. Now I'll talk about the data also. So for anything in our organization, if you are able to answer whether it is the cost side, revenue, customer satisfaction, or employee satisfaction, suppliers, and what is the procurement, values, etc., etc., etc. What happened? Why did it happen? What will happen? If it happens, what we must do? And sometimes even you not only telling what you must do, automatically implement it. Okay, so this is the power of artificial intelligence in the digital transformation. Okay, if this context you understand, you can do so many wonders. If I get the power of predictive, prescriptive, and to some extent autonomous today, I can re-engineer my businesses so significantly. I'm sure you agree with me. So with that note, okay, these are all I think academic. There is a weak AI and a narrow AI, then strong AI and reactive machines, limited memory, theory of mind, self-awareness. I think self-awareness may happen after 100 or 200 years. We don't know. Even theory of mind is also conceptual. That means even the artificial intelligence consider the beliefs, desires, intentions while taking. It's like near humans, right? Those are all theoretical. I think where we are at weak AI, narrow AI, precisely if you ask me, and to some extent bit artificial general intelligence that is also very complex. In my view, we might reach there at least 15, 20 years, or 25 years probably, some element of artificial general intelligence. That means near some human intelligence, the cognitive abilities will be there to find the solutions, even for very unknown situations. Okay. VKA means something very particular task or some particular tasks you design that, which is a narrow way. So now let me come back to the organizations now. I talk about there is a lot of data is coming in. That data you are using it to slice it, dice it, and answering what happened, why it happened, what will happen. If it happened, then what we must do. Okay, you do this, something like that. But from where this data is coming? Let us understand that the organizations have been building so many applications. We worked with customers where one of the customers have 12,000 applications. One customer has 5,000 applications. But remember, so the applications also you have to understand there are different categories of applications today, especially in the fourth and fifth industrial revolutions. When we started career, we used to have only systems of records. They're all just simply process automations, right? So whether they are all supply chain or finance, HR, inventory, product lifecycle management, and all heavily structured data, the systems of records. That was the era we started our career, right? Later, in the last, I think, 10, 15 years, we started using this social media and unstructured data is coming into picture, mobile phones and all. So it's not only just taking care of the transactions and tasks. There are so many systems are coming in taking care of the human emotions. You are now able to provide the personalized experiences. You are now talking about the customer journey maps. And at each interaction point, you are talking about how to motivate the customers, how to inspire the customers, so that the sum total of experience throughout the life cycle, you are giving a better experience. And you are doing the personalized ads in Facebook and other social media channels. And today, even after coming the metaverse, you are getting so much of engagement. That means you have second category of software applications called systems of engagement. It's not just the transactional needs, you are also considering the human needs or emotional needs. While you are designing solutions, that's where the systems of engagement came into picture. All right. We already know millions and billions of devices are getting connected to internet. Look at any organization, they have so many. If you look at, for example, electrical industry or utilities industry, for example, they probably will be have billions of sensors and devices, right? So all these devices again connecting to the internet, then you must utilize the data and develop so many applications, right? So that means the processes are now automated with physical things. It could be automating machines or equipment, robots, whatever. Okay, those are all called systems of things. So there is a third category of applications, software applications. Organizations are forced today to develop called systems of things. Of course, if you are in the life sciences or healthcare industry, there are so many wearable devices and even implanted devices are there. So they are systems of body. And Elon Musk already started systems of brain. The data is also coming from brain. Neuralink, where it has a small chip with 1700 electrodes. Okay, systems of brain and systems of body could be something may not be very much required for the normal businesses. But if you look at as an organization, how many different types of applications are getting developed? Systems of records give prominently the structured data, ERP and legacy systems, let us take that. Of course, nowadays the cloud and SaaS applications are also coming in. But systems of engagement mostly the unstructured data. Maybe it is the social media or call records, right? So such type of data might be there. Systems of things also might give a semi-structured data, and these are all other things also might give an unstructured or semi-structured data. So you are now have to understand that there are hundreds of different categories of applications have to be developed by organizations, especially the CAO organizations have to be ready. If any solution you design, you have to understand that the implementation of that particular digital solution require systems of record, systems of engagement, systems of things bare minimum today. These three have become a norm. Okay, that means you got so much of data. In the past, you used to say we have the data, only 10% of the data that is structured, the remaining 90% of the data is unstructured and semi structured. Even today, with the systems of things and systems of engagement, you are able to capture that unstructured and semi structured data with the structured data. That means 100% of the data about an organization is available. That means if you really leverage this data and derive that intelligence, what I spoke, that means the predictive, prescriptive, and autonomous, you are the winner. But what is the most important thing here is, so how a solution, a digital business solution, get translated into an integration of systems of record, systems of engagement, systems of things, of course, systems of body and systems of brain. So there is a mix of structured, unstructured, semi-structured data is coming in when you implemented a solution, leveraging that particular mix of data and providing an insight or foresight or hindsight is nothing but systems of intelligence. That is the last category of applications. That means in our organization today, you have how many categories of applications are coming in. The total set, systems of record, systems of engagement, systems of things, systems of body, systems of brain, plus systems of intelligence, which is derived from the data from the left side software applications. This I call digital software applications. If you don't have the left side applications, your artificial intelligence solution will be partial. So you must leverage the data coming from multiple sources. That means the integration of different software applications, which you already have or which you already build or which you probably may build in future. You must have a solid integration strategy and then deriving the data. Okay, so many jargons came, data warehouse, data lakes, and all so on and so forth. Okay. Now, with that context, now data is the gold mine and AI extract that gold. Just to reiterate, look at here, systems of engagement means I told people. So, so that means the transactions and social media, collaboration tools, the data is coming from so many devices, laptop, desktop, mobile, consoles, wearable devices. Things means machine, car, plants, equipment, cameras, human body and brains. Then it is connected, different types of connections might be there. Then different type of applications I already mentioned, and you have the high volume, velocity, and variety. I already told variety means structured, unstructured, semi-structured, and it is connected to internet. Now the speed of generating this data is too high. The volumes are also too high. We have so many applications coming into picture. So, but most important thing what we have to understand is data rich and insight poor is not good. That is called a drip. If you have the rich data, you also need to derive the required intelligence or insight or foresight. If you don't derive, then there is no point of having artificial intelligence. If your artificial intelligence is not enhancing the human intelligence, it's waste of money and time. Most of the artificial intelligence programs and projects are failed. I heard more than 90%. That means, are they really selecting the right data sets? Are they really using the right AI algorithms? Are they really achieving the required accuracy? And are they really implementing the required solution and getting the value? These things needs to be answered. So that is, I think, the power of artificial intelligence. This is too technical. I call the artificial intelligence, the most important thing is the virtual brain. Even human brain receives the data. When I see a signal, the data is coming and hitting my brain. Probably some algorithm is working in my brain and telling that, hey, you have to stop. Similarly, you must have virtual brains, but virtual brains already there. Look at here. There are so many networks already built, whether convolutional neural network or long short-term memory networks, recurrent neural networks. I don't think you need to get into all these things. When the data is coming in, that data must be fed into these virtual brains, like human brain. Those virtual brains will take care of whatever you ask. That means these virtual brains have to be trained. If you look at a kid observing, first I think observe, then every time if the kid is repeating the same thing, the kid will get mastered. So I compare in the initial stage of the artificial intelligence, I think these networks, these algorithms have to be trained like human baby. You train, they get mastered, then baby can perform the work without any hesitation, right? So the virtual brains, nothing but the algorithms and the networks. You have to understand which one is best for your organization based on the solution and value you want to derive. The data is available, but still you don't have the right virtual brains. If you select a wrong virtual brain, and if you are not properly training it with proper data sets, then you don't get right answers from the artificial intelligence. The other important thing today nowadays happening is generative artificial intelligence. Whatever we spoke, probably I call it as a traditional artificial intelligence, but the generative means it generates. What it generates text. It can translate the languages from Telugu to Hindi or from different languages to different languages. That is generative AI. The generative AI like ChatGPT or something like Gemini, the question and answers you can have. Then it can create creative content, and even software code is generated, right? And some of the generative AI tools, they can even suggest based on your requirements what could be the best combination of material properties. Okay, and then you have the other requirements. So what generation here, you can generate 3D models by giving just a text. You can generate images, you can generate videos, all these things just giving a prompt. So this is the generative AI that is also going to change the whole organizations and transform. So with this note, let me, I think, give you an idea of some of the areas probably the artificial intelligence can transform. Okay. So if you look at healthcare, a lot of potential exists. So I think intelligent diagnosis already so many things happening today, especially for cancer and all, looking at the radiology images and all. So many tools are available to diagnosis, and there are so many chatbots are available. They behave like doctors. They can suggest what to be done, what not to be done. And robo health assistants are there. Brain computer interface is happening. And it's almost a decade back I was talking. I don't know whether FedEx is doing now or not. They experimented how human organs can be couriered. If you want to courier organ, a heart, from one location to another location, it has to be taken care very carefully. Then it should have a packet which will be maintained at a required temperature. And then I don't know whether ventilation is required and all. So, or whether at the and all those sensors. So they continuously monitor in real time, teaches, and if anybody and destroy it, or it also they should know, right? That's where the artificial learning will come into picture. Then in the businesses, you can have personalized experiences. Suppose you are visiting, I'm sure you already experienced Netflix or Amazon and all, where when you visit once, twice, thrice and all, you get automatic recommendations. Or you go to Facebook, you get your recommendations and ads accordingly. Or if you go to a bank, for example, so they already know about your persona based on your social media profile. They can offer a personalized experience to you by wishing you with your name or by telling you what you like, or they may give you a gift which you may like it, which you mentioned in social media. And again, same virtual assistants. Now today, most of the help desks are done by virtual assistants, right? So the help desk, I think the agents have to really look at for future jobs. Then autonomous operations are possible today in manufacturing industry in China with the artificial intelligence, machine learning, robots. 90% of the workers are removed in a manufacturing company. Okay. Then education. So artificial intelligence can understand my pace of learning, my style of learning, okay, and my capability level based on quizzes or marks and all. Then automatically adjust and give me the personalized learning paths. And more in future, you are looking at Chat GPT and Gemini, but tomorrow you will have robo teachers in the similar way, and even in the visual and video form. well, probably we don't need teachers for different areas, but teachers can, robo teachers and the physical teachers can work together and they can complement each other and provide a better education to the people. And especially robo teachers will play a very vital role in the economically backward areas where people cannot afford schools and other very expensive colleges and other education systems. Then finance, loan advisors and investment advisors, all those things are getting replaced with financial advisors, right? Then customer service bots for fraud detection, law. And I think in UK, do not pay mobile app. I think one of the Stanford student developed a bot. I think if any cop give a ticket to you because of wrong parking or something, it can validate it whether it is right or wrong. If I'm not wrong, in the past, at least 5 years back, I heard 40% of the revenue has gone down to the police department because that robo legal advisor is suggesting what is right, what is wrong. Imagine in the legal industry how artificial intelligence is going to change. If you look at in the legal industry, most of the I think significant challenges are reading, understanding, doing research of the past judgments, so much of documentation, so much of research they have to do. Imagine if artificial intelligence tools can go through and do that research part instead of doing in the days, in few hours, it will save a lot of time and also it become accurate. In the manufacturing industry, the digital twins are becoming so popular. You can simulate a machine, a car, equipment, and the actual data coming from the physical machine is going to the digital twin. Then you can predict when it is going to fail. So it will be an extraordinary tool for predictive and preventive maintenance, right? So I think in AI already we are come from one information technology space. Then AI is used for testing today, and AI is also being used today. Generative AI tools have come for software code development, so on and so forth. So in summary, what I'm trying to emphasize here is so you have to look at artificial intelligence is a business solution, it is not a technology solution. What does it mean? You have to identify the right use cases, right digital business solutions. Then you have to look at what type of systems of record, systems of things, systems of engagement. If it is life sciences and healthcare, also systems of body, systems of brains, and all different type of applications are getting integrated. A lot of data getting generated. Then, so when I say that I want to get value from this data by implementing this X or Y solution, I should use the virtual brains. That is where the artificial intelligence, machine learning algorithms will come into picture. I have to train with the data coming from the systems of record, systems of engagement, systems of things, so on and so forth continuously with right data sets and prepare my intelligence algorithms, machine learning algorithms, so that the model is ready. So whenever a new situation or something basically experienced by this model, it can predict. Okay, so that is the power of artificial intelligence, machine learning. So it is a very critical part of the digital transformation. I'm sure you all got some benefit from this session. Thank you so much.